Married at First Sight, season 19, episode 12, take two. Take two, y'all. I started recording and then my video, it just froze for like 15 minutes. So my husband had to come down and turn this off, turn that off, and here I am again. Okay, so thankfully I was only about 10 minutes in. So, hey, cousins. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to all the new cousins. If you're new here, my name is Janice. Thank you so much for your love and support. Shout out to my cousins and my forever cousins. I absolutely love you, adore you. Thank you for the comments in my comment section. I made an announcement about my 50th birthday party. I'll do another video about that, okay? Because, girl, I got to redo this video. But anyways, thank you so much. Okay, so episode 12 begins. Ooh, I was trying to get it all done in this one sitting. So episode 12 begins with Megan and Derek having their parents over, and then she's, playing some games and put the whole pregnancy test in a big old giant birthday cake box. And I'm like, girl, too dramatic. The parents, the mama said she was happy, but I just don't think she's really happy. And she says to Derek, are you sure? Are you ready? Are you really committed? In other words, where is the money? Do you have the money? Okay. Let me just say, Megan house is beautiful. Oh, that's one of the things I miss about living down south. It's just you have this big, beautiful spread of a house. But anyways, okay. She also said something that's interesting that I need your help in the comment section to clarify for me, because she said her due date is November 28th to December 3rd. So I'm like, okay, my baby is 10 years old. Has it changed that your due date is now a week and not a day? My due date was January 7th. Michael came January 4th. We know that the baby can come 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after. But now she said her due date is a whole week, girl. So is this new? Is this something new in the 25th century, 21st century, in the year 20 and 24 of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? I don't understand. Explain it to me. I will be asking the girls at the job if their due date is like a whole week. Megan is just so dramatic. Anyways, so we go over to Pat and Rhonda, and Rhonda says to Pat that when his friend said to Pat about being himself, she's kind of questioning, are you not being yourself? Right. And I was asking myself, like, what that mean, Pat? You're not really being yourself. So then he brought up how he felt like because his grandfather, his dad was in the Air Force, I think it was, or some flying thing, then he felt the need to also do that. So now I'm wondering, is Pat really who he was supposed to be? And I want to ask your cousins, how do y'all feel about that? I know how when you have kids, you try to steer them in the way you want them to go, or you want them to be what you were supposed to be. But I think it's best to kind of help children figure out who God called them to be. Okay. Some of y'all been here since Lil Michael's a baby. Lil Michael's been a doctor. Then he figured out he had to give the needles. He don't like the needles, so he can't give the needles. Then he wanted to be a veterinarian. I said, well, you have to give the animals needles. He said, no, mommy. Then he was supposed to be president. He said, that is too much work, mommy. That's a lot of work to be the boss of the whole world. That's how he looks at it. Then he wanted to be a painter. We had painting stuff all over here, okay? Then he wanted to be an archaeologist. We were digging up dinosaur bones all out in the lawn. My lawn is all messed up in the front of the house because the little boy was digging and digging and digging. Okay, then archaeologist. Then he started building things with his Legos. So he said, mommy, I really like this. I think I want to be an engineer. Which is great because my husband went to school for engineering. My husband's best friend is an engineer. His son, who graduated, our godson, just started at a college, $90,000 a year, girl. College for engineering. He got almost a full scholarship. So look at God. Won't he do it? Hallelujah, John Luther, Jesus, because he got a praying godmother, okay? And he's going to school for engineering. And so little Michael now, since he was about 7, 8, has really honed in on, I'm going to be an engineer. We drive by my husband's school every day. This is where daddy went. It's an engineering school, and he's going to be going to the engineering school. He even did his STEM class there at school because he wants to be an engineer. Okay. So for the last couple of years, he's like, this is what I'm going to do. I love it. I'm building when we see places, and he said he's pointing out, look, mommy, I'm going to be building that, and I'm going to be doing that. Great, whatever. Okay. But if he ever come up and say, no, I think I changed my mind. He's only 10. I want to do something else. I think I'll be okay with it. My husband might be a little bit disappointed, but I just think we should help children to figure out what God has called them to be. And because as the Bible said, train them up in the way they should go, which means you need to help them to figure out their lives. No matter what my baby decide he want to do, guess what? It don't matter. Mama and daddy's got the money, boom. You don't have to go in debt. You ain't got to get no scholarship. It'd be nice if you get a scholarship. You ain't got to take out no student loans. You ain't got to go in debt because your mama and your daddy is going to pay it all, okay? So now I'm wondering, and I'm asking you cousins, do you think Pat really became who he was supposed to be? Because now he is like, well, it's because my grandma, and I didn't, and even when I was married, I feel like Pat is making a lot of excuses, Pat. And I do not like people that make excuses because I've been riding on your side all this season. Please do not get to the end of the season and start making excuses about what your wife did and your mama did. I just can't take people who make a lot of excuses. Okay. So I want to know what y'all think about what he said. He goes on to say that, he's lost himself before in marriages and relationship, and he's feeling that way too, that he's losing himself. And then he says, I felt a lot of stress and anxiety during this process. And I'm like, yeah, Pat, we was feeling it too because of Rhonda. Rhonda's stressing you out. And he said he feel a lot of pain. And she's like, yeah, but that's life. Life is painful. And I'm like, no. There are some instances in life where it's painful, but you should not live a painful life. If you're living a painful life, if your life is just super painful, something is wrong. You got to go see a doctor, a psychologist, psychiatrist, a life coach, a pastor. You need to see something. You need to go see somebody. I am not of this belief that you're supposed to constantly struggle, that you don't have any good days, though he did say there has been some good times. So then she asked him, do you feel like you've been yourself? Are you being yourself right now? And he was like, yeah. And she said, yeah. And I think when he's being honest and telling her how she really feels and how she makes him feel, I think that is Pat being himself. I think he's had to cower down because of Rhonda. And Pat, you need to say no. You need to say no on decision day. You cannot spend the rest of your life another day living with this evil woman. I mean, she's a danger to men, like I said before, okay? So then we go over to Chad and Belinda just have it in her mind that Chad is lying. And shout out to the cousin is in the comment, Chad is not lying. He's a 59-year-old man who has no filter. He's not going to be lying about what was said. But Belinda just have it in her mind that he's lying. And I think she's just trying to find reasons not to be with him. And I just think she's passing up a decent guy, even though if she was honest about her feelings, I could see, because you know how I am, girl. You know how I am. You got to be right. Everything got to be right. Got to have nice, white, pretty teeth. Your breath got to smell good. You have to have your stuff together. But she's not being honest about, I don't really like him. She's pretending, because he's a lie. No, Belinda. No.
Wedged, I guess is how I put it.
Yeah, you said you sent a text and that that's how Josh responded, that he agreed with you.
Maybe you have it in your mind that I'm not telling you the truth. So, I mean, there's no point in me sitting here arguing with you.
Right.
So, I know who
she's already decided that he's lying. It can be that Josh is lying. It has to be that Chad is lying. By the way, hubby went out to drop off the laundry bag because, I have laundry service. We could drop it off or they could pick it up. And he bought me a Dunkelade. Isn't that nice? Isn't that wonderful? So nice of him. I love him. Isn't that nice?
Talk to.
That's where I'm going with this. You see, like, that's why I'm struggling.
I do
Struggling with
believe
what?
that I've been honest, and I'm sorry that she feels like I lied to her.
So could this be a difference of perspective?
Chad's not lying. He's not lying. Chad is too... He ain't lying. She's just delusional. Belinda is trying to find a reason and excuse not to be with Chad instead of just being honest about her feelings. Like, I don't really like him. He don't really make my panties wet. Something like that. Okay? But she's trying to find reasons as to why she don't want to be with him. And then she's coming up with this BS about, he lied. No, you're delusional. You're delusional. And I feel like you don't want no decent, good man who treats you well. I am not saying Chad is perfect. Of course, being wife number 4, I'll run for the hills from whence cometh the help, but y'all's already married already, so you might as well try to work it out, okay? Let me just say, I just love Dr. Pia. I love her. She said it's a different of perspective. So now Belinda said, he lied to me. And he said, we going to be okay when we move out. But now he's lying about this. And he's lying about that. And decision day was a yes. But now I see that he's lying. And now decision day is a no. And Chad's like, I do not think Belinda's being honest with her feelings. Granted, cousins, y'all know how I feel. Look for the red flags if he's a liar, but I do not think he's lying. I know Belinda knows that Chad is not lying, but she's just looking for an excuse and a reason not to be with Chad. But instead of just being honest, she's using an excuse. And Belinda, I'm just letting you know, if you let Chad go, girl, you ain't gonna get no more good man. Not saying he's a good man. I think Chad is just a helper. He's a save a hoe type of guy. And I just do not think Belinda is going to meet another decent, nice guy as Chad. I just don't think so, girl. You're 50. I just don't think so. I don't think so. You are looking for and making excuses as to why you don't want to be with him, and you need to be honest. Oh my God, y'all, Chad is crying. She really hurt his feelings. Did y'all see the tears in his eyes running down? Oh, Chad.
I'm at a place where I'm just frustrated because I definitely don't want to be lied to.
See the tear right there? Right there, stop. Do y'all see the tear in Chad's eye? Oh my God. Poor Chad. Poor Chad. Oh my God.
Going forward, can you both be in agreement to be as honest and direct with one another as possible?
Let me go back.
Forward, can you both be in agreement to be as honest?
There's nothing to be honest about. There's nothing to be honest about. Like, I also think you have to know people. Like, there is no way Chad is lying. He's not going to make up a lie. He doesn't have a capacity to be a liar, to make up a lie and keep up a lie. I just think Belinda's making a huge mistake here. She's making a huge mistake.
Honest and direct with one another as possible.
Yes.
Yes.
Is your relationship, is your marriage, is your experience with Chad worth you taking the risk of choosing to believe him?
Ah, that's powerful. That's powerful. That is powerful, Dr. Pia. I love her. I just love Dr. Pia so much. I love her. Is your relationship worth you taking the risk of believing. Come on, church. Oh, Lord, thank you, Jesus. Ooh, that's that's a word from the Lord.
I think that's what I'm trying to figure out. Am I willing to put myself and take that chance? Because I keep putting myself aside to make him feel comfortable.
What does that look like?
So I don't understand. Well, I do understand. You are making a big deal because Josh said something that Josh said he didn't say, and now the marriage is over. And I forgot to mention when she started, she said that since they had the fight, she hasn't seen Chad. Chad slept at his house, probably had a very peaceful sleep, and then she was at the apartment. I think that Belinda is not being honest. Belinda is a liar. Now, Belinda, you know how cousin Janice is, okay? If you just don't like Chad, say that. Just say you don't like him. But don't make it sound like he's this terrible person and he lied about Josh says something that he really didn't say, and now the whole marriage is over because he lied about something Josh says. You's a liar. Belinda is a liar. You're lying. You don't like him. And I don't have a problem with you don't liking him. If you just be honest with us, Belinda, and tell us, look, I really don't like him. He's not my type. Then I could go with you. I'd be like, girl, yes, well, you must really like him and he needs to be your type. But you're not being honest. You're sitting here telling us it's because he lied. No, you just don't like him. And it's okay if you don't like him. But don't try to make it sound like, oh, it's because he lied about something that we know. You know that man don't have it in him to lie. Huh? You know he don't have it in him to lie. You don't like him and you use every excuse to get out of the marriage because the truth is you don't like him. And it's okay, girl. I don't have a problem with you not liking him. But don't try to play us like we're dum-dums. Talk about, oh, it's because he lied. No, it has nothing to do with what happened between Josh and Chad. It has everything to do with you like a man who's going to pull you across the floor. That's what you like. You are one of those women who do not like a good man. You don't like a man to respect you and honor you and adore you and buy you flowers and take care of you. You want a man that's going to drag you across the floor. Tell the truth, Belinda. Tell the truth. I'll go with you if you just be honest, because I can't stand me no liar. But you're the liar. Belinda is the liar. This has absolutely nothing to do with Chad other than she does not like him and she's using every excuse to get out of this marriage because she don't like him. And I don't have a problem with that. But just be honest with us, girl. You act like we can't see through you being a liar. The only liar here is Belinda. Belinda is the liar. And you need to just be honest and I hope you're going to give him back his ring. So here she goes telling a little bit of truth. I thought you just said because he's a liar. I thought you said he's a liar. So now we're getting a little glimpse of what's really bugging her.
What does that look like?
I feel like I don't really have intimacy with my partner because his wind down is to drink and that helps him sleep. And so for me, I'm just in my bed on my phone.
Well, I mean.
So you have a problem with him winding down, having a glass of wine. She said to drink. There is a difference. There is a difference having a glass of wine versus drinking the whole bottle. So is it drinking the whole bottle, Belinda, or is he having a glass or two of wine because it helps him to sleep? Granted, I couldn't be with no man that needs a glass to drink every night to go to bed, to go to sleep. I don't mind a glass of wine. My husband have a glass of wine. I have wine in the refrigerator. He just bought me a bottle. Okay. So is it the lying or is it the intimacy, Belinda? Because right now I'm confused. I'm confused, girl. I'm confused. And why is intimacy, into me, see into me, him winding down with you in the evenings? I'm confused, girl. Why is that? Granted, I believe in balance. Maybe you could do every other night. Maybe one night I could stay in the bed with you. The other night I'm going to sit in the living room. But again, people need their own space. When I move from here, I already told my husband, I'm getting my own room. Okay. He said, you're not getting your own room. You have your own bathroom, but you're not getting your own room. Well, my room is going to be like the guest room. Like now. People need space. People need to be away from each other and then we come back together. So I don't understand, why is this a problem for Belinda?
There's a fairly large puppy dog that likes to sleep in between us.
Right.
Just like you said, you're trying to protect my feelings and not hurt my feelings. I know how much you love that dog. And I'm not going to go in there and say, you need to kick Lovey out of bed. I mean,
Right. You want him in the bed. In the meantime, you have the big old tiger dog in between you and him. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? You want him to you want to have intimacy with him at the end of the night in your bed, but you have the dog in the bed. So he's giving you space so you could be with your dog because that's what you want. Just stay single. Stay single, Belinda, because after Chad, you ain't gonna get you no good man. I can be assured you ain't gonna get you no good man, Belinda. You and Rhonda, y'all gonna be forever alone, forever. Because y'all don't want to adjust and make the adjustment you need to make to have your husband. And we all need to adjust. Oh my God. I can't with her. I'm going to say right now, Belinda and Rhonda, they're going to be manless for the rest of their lives. Okay.
I don't know what the future looks like between me and Belinda. All I know is that
ain't
in a
no
relatively
future.
short period of time, we have to make a decision whether we're going to stay together or we're going to divorce.
There's no future. Get a divorce, Chad. But see, the thing is, Chad wants the marriage. Chad wants the marriage and Belinda doesn't. So it's like the person that I need to say I don't want to stay with her is the person who wants the marriage.
Bye-bye.
I need to take a walk.
Yeah, take a walk. Get away from her. Take a walk and get away from her.
What I've learned from previous marriages is that I can't be the only one trying to make it work. And I do believe that if we're both willing to just fight through it, there's an absolute chance that this could be a success.
It can't work because she don't like you, boo. She don't like you. Belinda does not like you like that. Excuse me. She don't like you. So, excuse me, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Now, again, if she could just be honest and tell us, then we would agree with you, Belinda. We would be like, well, I can see it, girl. But don't lie to us and tell us, oh, it's because of this.
I don't know what she wants.
Just gonna go home for the night and then, I don't know, give ourselves time.
I think I'm gonna stop it here. Because I want to know what y'all think. Belinda's a lie. Belinda's a whole liar, and she just needs to go ahead and stop it. Stop the lying. Stop being a liar. We would agree with you if you would just be honest, Belinda, and say, you know what? I really don't like Chad like that. I like men that drag me across the floor and mistreat me, don't buy me flowers, and don't buy me diamond rings. But don't try to make him out like he's a lie, girl. We know you's the lie. You're the lie. Belinda is the lie. Okay? We know you's the lie. And you need to just go ahead and be honest. Cousins, I got to go, girl. If I didn't have to redo part of the video, I probably would have gotten through it. I love you. Hopefully I can come on later and try to finish this up before tomorrow. Today's Tuesday. Oh my God, today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's not Thursday. Man, it's wonderful. I love you. I adore you. Mwah. If you're new here, you want to subscribe, please be sure to subscribe. Cousins, share this video out. Let's get a few more people on the page. Let's get in the comment section. What do you think about what I said? Do you agree that Belinda is a lie? I love you, love you, love you. Talk to you later. Bye.